the bottom.
No, that's on the airplane.
That's the joke.
There's no red tabs, dude. Well, actually, that would be your weight pockets, so that would help you to float too. Yes, you answered a really great question there. All right. So we know that 18 then is A. 19. A diver at the surface begins to struggle. He has wide, unseeing eyes, and he's pushed his mask off his face. His BCD isn't inflated, and he doesn't inflate it when the dive master says, "Inflate your BCD, diver, inflate." This diver is
Out of control.
Relax.
Okay, and to help that diver, I should.
Make myself and the diver buoyant.
Yep.
It's
Tell
deep.
him to relax.
So that diver is going to see you as a ladder to get further out of the water. He or she is scared, and they are going to be all over you like a bad rash, trying to get further out of the water.
They're gonna sink you.
So the first thing you want to do is inflate your BCD all the way. So if they are on you, you then can grab their inflator, inflate them, and push them off. And they're going to feel a little embarrassed, a little sheepish, because all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, I'm okay." Don't ridicule them when you get back on the boat. Please be understanding, because stuff happens sometimes, and we get scared. It's okay. That's human nature. When you can't control something and things get a little out of control. Yeah. So be sensitive to that, but definitely inflate them and push them off of you. All right, number 20. With an unresponsive diver underwater, the primary concern is to B, get him to the surface.
Yes.
Once at the surface, besides establishing buoyancy and calling for help, the primary concern is
Checking for breathing.
checking for breathing, providing rescue breaths if they're not. You got.
Okay, this is gonna sound.
Nope, it's not gonna sound. Go ahead.
Oh, I tried.
Well, I'm trying to think if we've discussed this, but if you become unresponsive, say you lose consciousness, because of the weights in your suit, because you're not, necessarily your body's not moving and you're not pushing or
Hold yourself up.
yeah, are you just gonna slowly sink? Is that traditionally what?
No,
Or would you
because
just
you would
maintain?
probably maintain and be neutral there.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's not like a dead giveaway if someone's just maintaining that they're having an issue.
Yeah, it could be because they're just going to be hanging. They're not going to be moving their fins or anything. And when you're with buddies, all buddies are looking for they're looking over or out for their other buddies. You'll all be watching each other, making sure each other's okay. So if you're having an issue and you're not keeping up with the other buddies, they're going to be all like,
Yeah.
okay, what up?
Okay, that
And
makes
then-
more sense.
Yeah.
I was just picturing some limp looking, like the
Noodle.
arms slouches. Yeah, the head goes to the side and they just slowly, start to sink.
Could that happen? Theoretically, I suppose it could. Yeah, you could have a heart attack.
They
You
had to
could.
go down and get him. He had a
could.
heart attack and went down to the bottom.
There you
So if
That's why your
Yeah.
wife doesn't want you to do
on,
this.
on part of this question it says ascend, the most important thing is getting to the surface. Should you be how concerned about getting to the surface as quickly as possible? Like say you're
Not
say you're
faster
whatever.
than 60 feet per minute,
Okay.
because they're already unconscious.
Right.
So you don't want to get you hurt.
Yeah, you don't want to just like inflate and like rocket to the surface. So that's an important thing to remember. You need to like slowly go up
So
with
what you'll do
take
is you'll
them
get
and
behind
get them
them.
up to the top.
So you can come up from behind them, put your right arm underneath their right arm, and hold their regulator in as long as their regulator's still in their mouth. And then use their BCD, add a little bit of air to it to get a little bit of inflation. And then you're going to go to the surface, okay, with them holding their reg in. All right? Once you get to the surface, then great, you're going to check for
Inflate 'em.
breathing. What if, though, they start going up too fast? Guess what? If they become uncontrolled, let them go. They're already hurt. Do not get yourself hurt. You go ahead and then take it easy. Going out
So you
slowly.
got to go up slowly, and then it goes without saying, but I'll just say it since it's kids doing it. Scuba diving. If you're never fake something, it's totally the most inappropriate thing you can do to be. Oh, this will be funny. I'm just gonna act like I'm limp or lay on the bottom.
Golly, don't do that.
Yeah, don't ever even
ever.
think about joking and being funny and saying I'm gonna act like I'm injured or whatever, because you're gonna cause panic.
Mass hysteria.
Yes, and people may have
And then people
worse problems
will
from
get hurt
yes.
trying to help you,
Right.
or they may hurt you trying to help you.
They will be very, very
You'll have to
angry.
walk home too.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Swim home.
And if that's from California,
With
it's
your
gonna
gear
be a
on.
long walk.
Yeah, you have to swim home.
Yeah, you gotta-
Carrying your tanks,
wetsuit
you're gonna walk
on. You
home.
gotta walk home with the wetsuit on.
So yeah, that is a really good point that you bring out.
Just because we know what our youth are like sometimes.
You know what?
I have two sons. I totally get it.
No, and some of our adults have to be jokesters all the time.
Yeah. This is so a lot of things too here. Everything you're reading is theory right now. Yeah, you've been in the pool and you've done a Discover or a Try Scuba. That's cool. But now you're reading stuff that you're like, how does this work? So you're going to learn so much more and connect the dots, if you will, when we're in the pool on Saturday. It'll make a lot more sense. Okay? And that means chapters 4 and 5 will be like, yeah, we got this. All right, I totally lost where we were at. 20?
What?
21. Cool. I talk too much. While diving, I begin to feel exhausted and air-starved because I've been swimming strenuously. What do you think I should do?
Immediately ascend.
Signal stop and rest.
B, stop, signal your buddy. So stop,
Drop and roll.
I'm tired. Again, this is my signal, this isn't official in the book, but I'm tired. It works for me. You know what I'm talking about. I'm tired. Slow down. Just slow down. I'm tired.
You and your husband communicate like that sometimes.
Sometimes I do. Actually, 30 years, he can look in my face and know exactly what I'm thinking.
signals anymore.
I do not need signals anymore. He
It's all
knows.
right here in the eyes.
It is. It's all in the eyes. Trust me. He's yes. Earlier, I asked him a question. He gave me an answer that I didn't like. Okay, I'll handle it myself. And I got up, and he was like, "Oh." So yeah, I get it. But no, we do actually talk underwater, and we have long conversations because I got stuff to say. Number 22. In helping an unresponsive diver, after you check for breathing and provide CPR as needed once out of the water, because in the water all you're doing is laundry, okay? You're just dunking, I'm doing laundry. Which of the following has the highest priority?
Diver one.
No. Contact
A.
emergency medical care.
Contact medical care, 911. 911.
And then you
Few
keep it
minutes.
warm.
Doggone it. Yeah. Call medical care, then be doing other stuff. But definitely get people getting some help for you guys. Although it shouldn't have happened on a dive to 30 feet, I wasn't watching my pressure gauge and I ran out of air. I don't have a pony bottle or a self-contained descent bottle. My buddy is 40 feet that way and has the alternate air source that I need. What's my best option? So buddy's 40 feet that way, surface 30 feet that way.
C.
Up. Controlled emergency swimming ascent. Yep. Controlled emergency swimming ascent. So that's when you put your hand up because you don't want to hit your head on a boat. Hold your inflator up. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we do call it Superman.
That's cool.
Hold your inflator up because you're going to need it when you get to the surface. And you look up. Again, you don't want to hit your head on the boat. And you're going to swim to the surface. Can't press the button because you got no air. So this is all you. You're going to swim up and you're going to ah. The reason you're going to ah is that it keeps that airway open. So as the air in your lungs expands, it actually can escape.
Does a lot more come out? Like the higher you go, does like more come out? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it expands.
Okay.
So you're going to have plenty of air. You're going to do this at the lake and you're going to do it in the pool. You're going to learn how to do this. It's easy peasy. Anyway, And then once you get to the surface, you're gonna actually, with your inflator, put in 2 manual breaths. Because in the real world, you would have to manually inflate that BCD to wait for help or to swim to shore.
Would it be a good idea, like when you go to breathe out, if you would breathe into that, because you're not using that for anything?
So you're gonna keep your regulator in your mouth. Don't take it out. And to the surface. While you're going to the surface, the air that might be in those hoses, there might be some there, and it's going to also expand. So you might have half a breath of air. So don't take that regulator out. Leave it in your mouth. Then once you get to the surface, spit it out, and then be blown in.
Are there alarms on the air?
Not like fires, no. No, not like a SCBA. No alarms.
Okay, so if you're not,
So-
it's your job to keep an eye on that pressure gauge.
So if you're diving with somebody like me, a dive master, whatever, this is our signal for what you got for air. So this would be like your gauges. And this is me asking you, what air do you have? You might have 1,500, or you might have 2,500. What if you have 2,700? Round down to 25, because you want to do it all with one hand. You don't want to be rounded up, though. You want to always round down, be more conservative, okay? And when you get to 500, I might get a little stressed out, okay? But you need to be communicating that within your group, asking, hey, what do you got for air? Everybody working together as buddies.
Then we can have Bishop do the math to see how long we can stay on.
Yeah, you can bust out that abacus
Underwater advocacy.
There you go. All right. So, controlled emergency swimming is up. 24. Any diver that's been unresponsive underwater requires medical examination, even though they seem to be fully recovered. True or false?
Like that one guy with the bubble in his brain.
Ouch. He actually was fine. He was fine. He got on the boat just fine. It's when he was sitting at the front of the boat that he just fell on his face and started throwing up. But
That's always concerning.
that's, to me, it's horrible. Gosh, that's horrible. But it's interesting. I like science.
It's like a story to tell.
Yeah, yeah. Shame on him. But anyway, yes, you want to get to medical care because you might have some salt water in your lungs, which is going to irritate your lung lining and cause you some problems, okay? All right, 25. At a minimum, I should have one visual and 1 audible signaling devices.
Your
I'm
voice
good at-
doesn't count as one?
Huh?
Your voice doesn't count as one?
No,
Yeah,
a whistle.
Air horn?
Oh.
Underwater.
So, I'm going to say this, and I know you guys are going to test it out. The BCDs that we have, our rental BCDs, the TUSAs, they have a chest strap. You guys might have seen that. There's a little red thing on the chest strap. It's a whistle. It's a whistle. It's a little whistle.
Underwater whistle.
And it,
No, a surface whistle.
okay, I was gonna say
A
it
dolphin
works
call?
underwater?
No. No. It's a little surface
You're
whistle.
right.
All right. The number
Yeah, whistle,
26.
man.
Yeah.
My buddy and I are underwater within 20 feet of our float with a locally recognized dive flag. We hear a boat and it sounds close and getting closer. What do you think we should do?
A.
Deep in
Wait,
the-
no, B.
B.
Sorry, I didn't read the
Only
first
2
part.
choices,
You
you have a
did- you have,
50-50
like,
chance.
Dude.
I saw that it said this is the
There you go.
issue. I was like, oh wait, never
Okay.
mind.
So, we've got a couple of minutes, and I feel pretty confident that you guys could do quiz number 3. But, number 9 on quiz number 3, let's all do that one together as soon as you're finished answering your questionnaire. Let's whip open our quiz book and look at quiz number 9. Question number 9 on quiz 3.
1, 4, 3, 2.
4, 3, 1, 2. You were close.
How about just do it yourself and then